Hi geniuses! Today we're going to be working on finding equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions that look different. They have different numerators and denominators, but they describe the exact same part of a whole. For example, 1/2 and 2/4 are equivalent fractions. You can see in a drawing, this is 1/2, and this is 2/4. Even though 2/4 and 1/2 look different, they are describing half of a whole. Today we're going to figure out how we find these equivalent fractions. The rule for finding equivalent fractions is that you need to do the same thing to the denominator and the numerator. So, in this case, 2 became 4 by multiplying by 2, and 1 became 2 by multiplying by 2. Because the same rule applies to the denominator and the numerator, we know that they are equivalent fractions. If we wanted to find more equivalent fractions, we would just need to multiply by any other number, as long as we do the same thing to the denominator and the numerator. Okay, what if I multiply the denominator by 3? 4 times 3 is 12. And then the numerator by 3. 2 times 3 is 6. I've just found an equivalent fraction. 6/12 describes the exact same amount of space as 2/4 and 1/2. They are all equivalent fractions. Even though they look different, they're describing the exact same part of a whole. Remember, any time that you're asked to find equivalent fractions, all you need to do is the same thing to the denominator and the numerator. More specifically, you need to either multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. You cannot find equivalent fractions by adding, and you cannot find equivalent fractions by subtracting. Only by dividing or multiplying. And if you choose to divide, that means you have to divide the numerator and the denominator. And if you choose to multiply, that means you're multiplying the numerator and the denominator. I hope you enjoy finding equivalent fractions, as it can be very, very useful in our fraction study.